excited most about coming to Chicago for the annual meeting?
Well, I've been attending this meeting for the last several years. One, certainly the expo, because it exposes you to lots of new material, and especially in the area of technology, to assist in enhancing your practice. That, and certainly the law practice management sections. I'm a member of the law practice management section, and that area also affords you the opportunity to learn new techniques in law practice management, especially marrying technology with the operations of your practice.
Well, it's a fantastic opportunity to meet some of the leading lawyers from the States and also some of the international guests you have.
Well, I'm in the House of Delegates, so I'm looking forward to that. We should have a lively discussion. We've got a lot of issues coming up.
Well, I'm excited about hearing all the great speakers. I think Judge Ginsburg's here also.
There's a lot to do. I mean, besides the networking aspect, we're delegates, so we're going to be, hopefully, voting on some laws to be passed. And besides that, just being able to be with a great group of people and meeting more individuals is really why you come to these things.
So you can introduce yourselves then.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm Janet Valdez.
I'm Jacqueline Bowden,
Where are you guys from?
St. Thomas University. I am the Student Bar Association president, and Janet is the American Bar Association representative for our school.
Excellent. What are you most looking forward to at the meeting this year?
Just getting ideas, networking. I've heard in the past that they do give a lot of ideas for the Student Bar Association, fundraising ideas, and how to hold meetings properly. So.
Excellent. How about yourself?
Same thing. I think that just more than anything, just like networking opportunities and how students get. It's a really tough market right now for any type of organization, especially law students. So I think just going back and being able to tell the student body, well, this is what you can do to enhance your chances of basically obtaining, hopefully, a job after you graduate, which is what I think that's the plan for everybody. So I think that's the most important thing, is kind of learning what tools we need to have and what's out there that maybe we're not exposed to back at school. So
networking with my colleagues and attending excellent CLE on the latest topics in intellectual property law.
Oh, cool.
Both IP people and networking is probably the biggest component of it.
So you're law students from California?
San Diego.
San Diego? What are you excited about coming seeing at the meeting this year?
This is our first meeting, and excited to take it all in and to just go to as many events as possible and get educated as much about the ABA.
Well, this is my first time coming to the event. I'm a student, and I don't know, I'm really interested in the CLI programs that they have. I just attended New York Group 1, and looking forward to intellectual property, international law. So there's going to be a lot going on.
You're looking forward to doing anything in Chicago while the meeting's in town?
I'm staying with some friends, so definitely I'll go to the Art Institute. I'm a fanatic about arts, and yeah, museums, and I'll see whatever else I have time until next week.
You're from Alaska?
I am, yes.
And coming to Chicago, are you excited about seeing anything while you're in town?
Oh, I love Chicago. I always like to come here and see the art, the museums. If I have time, get a little shopping in. But usually I'm in a lot of meetings too, so hard to fit it all in.
We're more excited to eat.
Yeah, we're gonna look for something. That's what Chicago's known for, right? Outside of the.
That's out of it, yeah.
Just tour the city and I guess eat some good pizza.
Yes, we're going to an exciting restaurant tonight, and it's called
Spiaggia.
Spiaggia. Oh.
So I'm psyched for that, and I have a great view of the Navy Pier in Lake Michigan. So I'm staying at the Swiss Hotel.
Why did you become a lawyer?
That's a good question. Well, I have been involved all my life in the organization of persons, leading people, and also always concerned about the rights of individuals, and law affords that opportunity to play a role in defending the rights of persons, ensuring that the checks and balances are there in society to avoid abuse of power. And so the whole issue of advocating for rights has been an area dear to me since my youth.
Well, I became an attorney in the 80s, and it was a little bit unusual at that time for women to go into law, but it was recommended to me by my father, and I thought I'd try it, and I agree, it's really turned out to be great.
Well, I became one because I worked in the domestic violence field, and I'm now a practicing family law attorney. I do a lot of litigation on that end, and just being able to do something good at the end of the day makes me feel like I'm contributing.
I became an attorney because I wanted to help inventors patent their inventions. I work in the intellectual property field, so that allows me to help them patent their inventions and also protect their trademarks and property rights.
Mine was when I first started as a young lawyer, my boss, my senior partner, was heavily involved in the ABA, so he immediately appointed me as a vice chair of a committee, and I've stayed with it since 1994.
Cool.
Well, for me, is to become a lawyer. Is that your question?
Yeah.
Why? Okay. Then it was really to, kind of the typical save the world and that type of thing. But I got a job working for an IP firm, Patterson McAuliffe, and realized that IP was interesting and topical, and decided to go into that area. Even if not saving the world, it's still fun.
Saving the brands.
Yes.
I'm sorry, mine was more as how I got active in the ABA.
Yeah.
But as to be a lawyer, I have an engineering background, and I saw what the engineers did every day, and I said, not for me. So I went into patent law, which combines engineering and law together.
You're on the track to become attorneys. Why did you choose the legal profession?
I chose the legal profession for me just because I felt that the legal profession can be very confusing and convoluted, and so a lot of people need help in that area. So if I could be just a resource to them and someone who could understand the legal system or just a part of it and explain that to somebody, I think a lot of people can relate to that. So that's why I chose the legal profession.
And yourself?
I chose the legal profession. I always wanted to, when I first started in high school, wanted to go into becoming a lawyer and wanted to help people, and ended up working with a solo practitioner all through high school, and he was in estate planning, and I took a liking to it, and that's what kind of caught my attention.
I just finished my first year.
For sure. Why did you get into law?
Well, my undergrad was kind of unorthodox. I did art and art history, so I'm really interested in combining the two of them together.
Great. And I think it's something I've always wanted to do. I think the writing portion of it and the research, and it's just a field that you can do a lot of different things. So it encompasses basically everything needs some type of legal opinion or legal help or contract or something. So I think that's what probably made it the most for me.
Why did you become attorneys?
I like arguing.
I suppose that's one way of putting it.
So, it seemed to be sort of, some people would say you've come the wrong way with the Olympics being over in overseas.
Well, they've kind of closed the centre of our city, so we thought we'd come and try another one.
Anyway, how can we miss a meeting with so many lawyers? I gather over 9,000 or something.
Absolutely.